Hi guys, and welcome to episode 2 of Morning Motivations. In this episode, we are going to be talking about why you're an inspiration. You're an inspiration because of many things. You may not think it, but today I'm going to tell you why you are. First off, you're the future. Now, that may sound like a lot of pressure, but you are the future. And it's also freeing in a way, because it means you don't have to worry about these superficial matters of the present, being cool, fitting in. You don't have to worry about that. All you have to worry about, you don't have to worry about anything. All you have to think about is what I mean. All you have to think about is how you're going to make the future better. How are you going to improve our issues of today and make our life tomorrow better? Because that's what we're here for. We're here to make the world a better place. That's the reason humans exist. That's the reason you exist. And that's one of the reasons you're an inspiration to people. Second, there are people younger than you that look up to you. It may be directly or indirectly. You may have a baby cousin or a baby sister that's influenced by you. Or people may see you. A little girl may see you and think, oh, she looks like me. She's really happy and confident. I can be that too. Or they may think the opposite if you're not that. And that would just ruin their lives. And so it could work in either way. You're an inspiration to the youth, to elderly. The elderly, you're inspired by you as well. And by the elderly, I don't just mean senior citizens. I mean everyone older than you. That may make no sense, but here's what I mean. They may not admit it, but they're inspired by you. They're influenced by you in one way or another. If they see you, if they're around you. Because you're your own person, and we tend to be influenced by the people we're around. I know I am. I know you are. And it changes our behaviors. So we need to be our best versions of ourselves around others so we can inspire them to be their best versions of themselves. And next, we have social media, which means not only are you an inspiration to people around you, you're an inspiration to people all over the world. And that's true. All these TikTok famous people, they're inspirations to all their followers. Even the non-TikTok famous people, still inspirations to all their followers. The YouTubers are inspirations to all their subscribers. Because they have an influence on them, because they watch their content. And which is why we have to make sure we post good content, inspiring content for others. Now, how you can do this? Well, you could even make a dancing TikTok or a comedy TikTok that puts a smile on people's faces or makes them feel a certain emotion. It's good for them, and it's good for you, because you get to have fun, and they get to feel inspired by it. So if you feel stupid by just making TikToks all day or watching TikToks all day, it's actually a very smart, enriching thing to do. And if your mom asks you about that, just show her this podcast. Show her this episode. Because I've used that on my mom. And she agrees with me. Next, how you're an inspiration. We're also the present. Not only are we the future, we're the present. We're the present because of social media. And whether you influence a small band of people or a large band of people, you're still an influencer in some ways. So you need to make sure you're influencing good stuff. You don't want to be a bad influence on anyone because it spreads. It's like the butterfly effect. If you do a good thing, the world becomes a better place, little by little. If you do a bad thing, the world becomes a worse place. And we don't want that. Our world is already such a mess right now, and we just want to fix it between this pandemic and everything that's happened this year in general. All these catastrophic events that have been truly horrible. We just need to make the world a better place with our good actions. Here's another way you're an inspiration. Because you're doing as your heart desires. If you follow your heart and you do as it desires, you will be an inspiration. If you do anything to conform or just because I'm trying to articulate this the best way I can, or just because it's cool to do it, then you're not inspiring. Well, you are, but you're not inspiring in a good way. You need to inspire in a good way. You need to help others. You need to help yourself. Resting is also inspiring others, because sometimes we really do need a break. It's always good to take a break. Now, of course, that doesn't mean you should sit around all the time, but it's definitely good to take a break so that way you can help others when you have enough energy to. And I'm sure that's a lot of pressure. You're an inspiration. But again, it's not, because it means anything you do now doesn't matter. Because all that matters is what you do when you get there. Once you get a job, once you go to college, once you have all that freedom, that's what matters. That's when you really have to make good choices. And you should make them now, but it's okay if you don't. Because you don't have to make good choices. You should try to, you should strive to, but if you make a mistake, just know it's not a big deal. Because it's life. Everybody makes mistakes. I make mistakes, you make mistakes. For example, just the other day, I forgot to turn in an assignment for class, and I got a 0 on it. And then I turned it in today, and I got full credit, but that's not what we're talking about here. I kind of rambled off. But yes, so what I want you to do after this call is I would like you to go get that journal I told you to get in the last episode, and I'd like you to go write down how you've helped others, how you've inspired others. You can write down you did your laundry, or you mopped the floor, or you made a TikTok, or you came in contact with your friends today, or you posted on your Snap story, or your Instagram story. Anything you do is helpful, as long as it's good. You didn't promote anything bad. And it's very helpful. If you're hearing any weird sounds, that's me picking flowers. It's kind of fun. So yeah, that's what I'd like you to do. Go write in that journal that I told you to get last episode. Go write how you've been helping others. And I want you to do that every day after each episode, so that you know what to do. And you know to keep doing that. Write down how you haven't been helping others as well. Then cross them out after you write them, so you know not to do that. This will put an imprint in your brain to refrain from doing those. And it will just make you an overall happier, healthier, and better person for the world. Thank you for listening to episode 2 of Morning Motivations. I hope that it helps you and you get clarity, purpose, and whatever else you would like from this podcast. And I hope that you are doing well and you're happy and safe. Go ahead and click that follow button if you would like more tips and more help. Thank you very much. I hope you have a lovely day.